Hey guys, Cullybo3 here, and welcome to episode 15 of 1001 Million in 1 month. Now we're halfway into the series, and I decided to build another team. Since I only had my two bronze teams, I was getting quite sick of playing with them. I wanted to build something a little better, I suppose, so I decided to go out and build a gold team. Now, I'll show you the team that I built. It's a bit of a hybrid team. It only cost me roughly about 60k, and I should be able to sell it on for that bit more. But you'll see the team coming up here. I've got a Argentinian front line, and then a kind of Serie A Brazil hybrid behind. So yeah, it's a pretty good team. I've enjoyed playing with it. Julio Cesar in goalkeeper isn't great, but I need him for the chemistry purposes. Maicon's a beast at right back. I've played with him in a lot of teams before. David Luiz, again, probably the best centre back in the game. He's just such a beast. Chiellini, likewise, great defending, great heading and great pace. That's exactly what you want in a good centre back. And Taiwo, probably one of the best left backs in the game, even though he's a 79 overall rated player. He's so solid. Marquisio there in midfield, who I really do enjoy playing with. I also needed him for chemistry purposes with Chiellini to get full chemistry for some reason. And also I got Robinho in CM. Now that's for chemistry purposes for David Luiz. It was between him and Hernandez, and I really love Robinho. Likewise Kaká, he's one of my favourite players. He's got such great set pieces, and I had to include him in there. And Di Maria up there at right wing, he's so quick. He's got a great left foot. And Higuain at striker, I wasn't sure about him at the start, but I grew to love him, and he's quickly becoming a favourite of mine. And finally Lavezzi, what can I say? One of my favourite players in the game, probably the best left winger out there. I know probably people will go, oh no, Ronaldo, but Lavezzi's definitely up there. You'll see why in a couple of games that I'm going to play now. So the first team we are up against is again another Serie A team. He's got Lavezzi, Ibrahimovic, and for some reason playing Pato at right wing, so I don't know why he's doing that, but pretty slow midfield there. And the first goal goes to him. He makes a fool of my defence. That was horrible defending by me, but Lavezzi gets on the score sheet for him. I just couldn't handle him. Lavezzi is an absolute monster. I think Alru saying how good he is, because he makes a bit of a fool out of me in the first half of this game. He's 2-0 up already and this is only my first game at Serie A team. I'm thinking, what's going on? Will I just have to sell them? Can I not play with them? And Ibrahimovic piles on the misery. So 3-0 up after just over 50 minutes. I'm thinking, can I come back? And yeah, for his big long celebration there, I said yes I will come back. Lavezzi with a finesse shot off the crossbar. Higuain ends up getting on the end of this passage of play to head it in. So 3-1, we've got one goal back, and a lovely over the top through ball, and it takes the strike. And who's on the end of it but Robinho there to poach on that goal. 3-2, and I'm thinking, could it be? Could I get back into this? And Di Maria seals my thoughts right there with a lovely header into the left side of the goal, and it goes into extra time, and Higuain does what I thought I couldn't do and gives me the lead. And I was going hysterical here. I couldn't believe I came back from 3-0 down, and again I pile on the misery because I said, hey, you know what, he did his big long celebration at 3-0. A lovely finesse shot by Di Maria into the left bottom corner, and I tell him off, and Di Maria's telling him how good his goal was, and that's how the game ended, 5-3. I was absolutely ecstatic about that. That was one of my favourite games in a long time. Anyways, you can see the next team that we are up against. He's got Ibrahimovic up front, quite a few informs in there. Julio Cesar in goals, Walter Samuel, sorry, not Samuel. Nagatomo, yeah, pretty decent team, not anything unbelievable. But here he fouls me, and Lavezzi is just, this was Lavezzi's game all day. He owned the whole game. And yeah, inside 10 minutes, he gets a lovely goal. And again, just after half time, another finesse shot. His finesse shots are just so inch perfect. I love playing with him. He's got one of the best shots, even though on his card it says his shooting isn't that great. But here I go a bit crazy with the left trigger and right stick for a bit of skills, but it pays off, and skills to pay the bills. I finesse it into the top right. So yeah, that's Lavezzi's hat-trick, and he gets his fourth with the fourth finesse shot to make it 4-0, and that is exactly how the game ended. So again, happy. 2 games, 2 wins. Let's move on into the next game, and you'll see the team now that we're coming up against. It's a Premier League team, so quite a good team. He's got Lampard and Gerrard in midfield, Sturridge and Suarez up front, so quite a bit of pace up there. He's got Cole and company and Clichy at the backs. I wouldn't really have Ferdinand in there because he's not that great. Probably include David Luiz. But again, I get on the score sheet with inside the first 15 minutes. Higuain fools his defenders and strikes a lovely strike into the top right. Well, obviously he strikes a strike. But yeah, that's 1-0, and I get a pretty fortunate goal coming up here. I'd say he wished he didn't slide in here, but Maicon went to take the shot. He slide tackled. It went over Czech's head. Keeper stood no chance. 2-0. He eventually gets on the score sheet. Some pretty bad defending. I bring my keeper out, which was so stupid. And yeah, he sort of tramp goals it, but he starts celebrating, and he's kind of, I think that's a bit of a bad move, because I'm gonna make him pay if I score again. I'm gonna annoy him with my celebrations, and I get a penalty here. And yeah, he was protesting, but it's Kaka stepping up, and Kaka just doesn't miss set pieces. You can see the size of the green bar there. He's just unbelievable at penalties, and I decided to dance around his keeper just to rub it in, because he was quite annoying throughout the whole game. And a couple of roulettes here, showing why I am the roulette king. And a finesse shot into the top right. Higuain gets on the score sheet, and a lovely, gets a second actually, and a lovely porn star pose there to top it all off. And that's how the game ended 4-1. He sent me a message, you'll see coming up here, and he says, "You so fluky, all you play on is luck, lol." Well, I think his FIFA skills are just as good as his spelling and grammar skills. So we went and did a bit of trading to finish the episode off. And you'll see there, I started trading with formation cards. I didn't have all that much luck with them, so I decided to kick on and try to trade with some players. I got Aguero, just the normal one, for under 30k in 442. Probably my best deal there. An in-form Robin Van Persie for just over 40k. I should be able to sell him on for over 70k. And you can see Puyol there for 8,400. Robinho for just over 2k. So you can see the prices I'm getting for these players. A lot of people wonder when I actually do pick these players up. I actually go and pick them up. All these players were picked up between 5 and 6 a.m. GMT, so that's UK time. So during the night, really, that's when you're going to pick up your best bargains. But I stuck all them up in the trade pile, and you'll see coming up here that I sold everything within a couple hours. I had it all sold by about 8 o'clock in the morning, and in my trade pile you'll see 10 things are sold. And yeah, I got quite good prices for my players because it was late. You will sell them for that bit more. Aguero, I got 40k for. Puyol, 12.5. Going through the prices, there's my best one there. I sold Inform Van Persie for 75k, picked him up for just over 40. So again, I was absolutely delighted with the trading that I'd done today, and I'm happy with the new team I have. And you can see I'm on nearly 600,000 coins. So again, a very, very productive day. But that's it for this episode. I will see you tomorrow, guys.